Thank you. Thank you for fitting me in your programme. I think that maybe you'll just finish off a little after I say a few words. But it's really good to see so many people here. I think we've got about 140 people taking part, plus our staff as well. So it's really impressive. And thanks for your time, because I know it's not just the time you're here, it's the time preparing, it's the time afterwards, and so on. So thank you for that. There are 97 organisations represented here. We have some national authorities from UK, Ireland, Astro Control, FAA and Transport Canada are here as well. So thank you for your support as well. Integration, communication and synergy. These are the key words that this workshop has really been about. And it's really important for us to integrate, communicate and find the synergies between EASA, industry, national authorities, in all combinations of directions, not just between one and the other. And that really is going to be important in us moving forwards and being successful together to find efficient ways of doing things. But also, I'm very aware that new technology is coming. And I'm sure that your organisations are going to be wanting to use new technology in your products to enhance the capability of various aircraft types and to take advantage of new business models that are going to come. So it's really important we work together as these business areas develop. Over the last 2 days, I hope that you've had a chance to discuss the feedback that you gave us in the last events and over the time between. And of course, it will tell me on this sheet of paper that you did and it was very successful, because Ludwig wants me to think it was successful. But I hope that we did manage to do that. It's certainly the intention, and a lot of effort went into looking at your feedback. We really need to listen to what you need, what works well, what doesn't work well, where you need guidance, training, and all these things. So that's my indication that it was successful. Tell me, you can either boo now if it wasn't successful, or give us feedback if it worked well or not, and what we can improve. Really, 2 areas that are really important. As we move forwards, we need to make sure that the LOI process works well, efficiently, to enable you to have gains, for us to have gains, for us to maintain safety or improve it within existing resources or with less resources, but also less disruption at the end of a certification process. Because if we can rely on the industry on more things because we trust you, it means less things will come up at the end of the process. And that's good for your business. I already told you the 3 key words. This is really important in terms of our efficiency and working together and really having a good working relationship between us and you. We need to be able to plan our certification work, your projects, so that you have as little disruption as possible, that we have as little disruption as possible, because when something moves in dates, it has a knock-on effect to other things. And then we have to look at priorities and everything. So please be clear on priorities, be clear on planning, work with us closely, and tell us about problems that are arising as soon as you know about them. I thanked you already, but I'll thank you again for your time. Thank you for your input during the days. I did see you. I looked in a few times and I saw you out there And I think that the buzz that was in the room or out in the foyer was good. It seems to be successful to me. So thank you for that. And thanks for our team. I'll just read out a few names, first names only, because I'm limited on time. Nicholas, Angela, Magda, Nicholas, again. Carlo, Francesca, Gabrielle, and Carla, who's really taken a strong lead on this, I believe. Directrice de l'orchestre. So, thanks. And also Ludwig, I know that he has not done much work, but put a lot of commitment and support to his department. So thank you. Any questions for me before I go? It's your chance. By the way, I'm Trevor Woods, Certification Director. Did we mention that? No? Okay, so I take it from that everything is smooth and no problems. Good. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the last few minutes and really have a good journey home. Perhaps some of you might be able to enjoy Cologne tonight. Sit by the river and have a beer. It's a nice evening for it. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Trevor. And just before we close completely, just a few words also from me. I've been sitting there, here, there, over there, at several different angles to see the things differently, different perspective. I was really impressed by the level of interaction and your contribution like last year already, but this year even furthermore. I think the big novelty this year were the group meetings. I also visited two of them, unfortunately not the last one, the third one, but at least I visited two groups, and I think it was a good idea. I don't know what you think. You will tell us during the survey that we will run after the workshop, but I think it was a good idea from Carla. I think it was an excellent idea. I found the discussions very interesting. Of course, sometimes I didn't agree with some statements. I refrained from intervening too much. It was not my role. I was trying to listen as much as I could. Now, at the end of these 2 days, what I hope that you will bring back to your organizations when you go home is that at least we tried during this year, as we committed, to address most of the concerns that you raised either during the last meeting, the last workshop last year, or over the year during the DOA workshop as well. We try to shape the agenda around this. We try also to put forward the initiatives we took. Of course, what happens as well is that sometimes the way we address it is not the way you expected us to address it. And this we have to acknowledge as well. I heard just before that still there is an expectation to publish all CREs. I already commented that last year. I would like to say a final word on that. And it shows also that sometimes you can be quite prescriptive on your side as well on the solutions you want us to implement to a given problem. I think that's what is fully acknowledged is that we need to be more predictable. And we have worked on that. I hope you can see it. It doesn't mean that we will publish all CREs. I already commented that I'm not really in favor of that for several reasons. The thing is, what we did is that we have a set of tools we use with flexibility. We have now a STC newsletter that I hope you appreciate, where we can communicate to you what are the novel topics that we address, what are the novel new CREs or new CM that we publish. We have published or worked or drafted more CM than ever this year. We have incorporated in CS25 more generic creed than ever, and we will continue to do that. For instance, for lithium battery, what we decided to make it more visible is to convince the TC holder to incorporate the special condition in their TCDS directly without them having even had themselves a project about lithium battery. So we are convincing them that, yeah, well, it makes sense. We just incorporated from a certain date, this special condition is applicable. And what is more visible for you than to have it in the TCDS? This is all the set of tools that we want to use depending on the situation, depending on the type of the creed. Sometimes it's a means of compliance, sometimes it's an ESF, a special condition. And again, there is no one solution for every situation. We try to use all the flexibility we have. Another example as well is that for the first time, we published this year also for public consultation, a means of compliance creed, whereas nothing in the management board decision, nothing in our procedures ask us to do that. We do it because we feel that for important means of compliance, you need to know what's feasible, what's not. And we will move again in that direction of more visibility, more transparency, more information to you, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Now, the other thing that we would like you to bring back when you come back home is that we value your feedback. I hope that we showed it, and if not, it's a failure. We really value your feedback, and we try to take it into account as much as we can within our regulatory framework, with our own constraints. This is part of our continuous improvement process. And last, it's not a one-time event, you understood it. We have these 2 days, but what we want is to have really a communication that goes all along the year, through the STC newsletter, through direct communication by letters, through all the events that we have that are really somehow making a bridge between two events, like the DOA product certification workshop. We will continue to work on the complementarity of the events and to work all along the cycle of the year with you to improve and learn to work better together. Thank you very much. And now there is a short movie that we would like to show you while you pack everything and go away. Thank you very much.